Today our lesson is about conservation. We will define the term conservation and how we can conserve water. Those are our goals for today. Okay, we know that we have natural resources that humans find useful and valuable, and it's provided to us freely. Okay, so this is the meaning of natural resources, something found in nature that humans find useful and valuable. An example of natural resources are animals, vegetation, soil, minerals, and water. If there is an overpopulation on Earth, like if the number of people exceeds a certain number, what will happen to these natural resources? They will have a shortage or they will become less. So how can we keep the natural resources and make them available for everyone? Is by conservation. Conservation is the prevention of wasting resources. So I don't want to waste my natural resources that I have. I want to ensure that they last for a long time and for other generations. We can do conservation by something we call the 3 R's. It's reuse, reduce, and recycle. Let's talk about one by one. The first one, and we will take the water as an example. So we are talking about conservation of water. So we will use the 3 R's: reuse, reduce, and recycle. The first thing is reduce. Reduce means using less and not wasting. Or you can say it's turning off. Okay, so how can I reduce my usage of water as a natural resource? Those are just examples. We use a glass of water when brushing your teeth. Instead of letting the water run, we don't leave the tap running. Okay, you'll have to close it or turn it off. Taking less showers or filling the bathtub halfway. Okay, reducing toilet water usage. All of these are examples of reduce, which means using less. If there is any pipes that leaks water, we'll have to fix them to reduce the usage of water. The washing machines and dishwashers must only be used when they are full to reduce the usage of water. Also, we use them in a water-saving mode. Water reuse. Now we said that they are 3 R's. We finished reduce, now we go to reuse. Reuse means using something again. So an example of that is collecting the rainwater, and using it to water plants, using it for animals, or for washing your dishes. Okay, all of these are examples of reusing water by collecting rainwater. Now recycle. This is an example of recycling. You know that we use water in our bathroom from the sink, whether you are showering or during flushing the toilet. Now, how can I recycle the water? Recycling water requires us to have something we call a treatment plant. It's over here. So when you take the shower or wash your hands in the sink, those waters will be collected through the pipes, and they take them to the treatment plant that will treat the water or clean it up, and then we use it for something like flushing the toilet. So we collect the water in that tank. Okay, that's the water that you used already. So it's a way of recycling water, a way of conservation of water. So again, the water that you use during a shower or while you're washing your hands will be collected and delivered to the treatment plant. It's a place where they clean the water up. This water will be collected here, and when you want to use the toilet and flush it, it will be collected in this tank. That is an example of recycling. So those are the 3 R's of conservation: reduce, recycle, and use. Now, the other lesson is called acid rain. We want to know, our goal is to know what is the meaning of acid rain and what is the impact of acid rain. Okay? Acid rain comes from burning fossil fuel. Okay? So the main cause of acid rain is burning fossil fuel. What do we mean by fossil fuel? Those are an example of fossil. Coal, petrol, and natural gas. Those are the fossil fuel. Those three, we burn them to provide us with energy. Okay, you need coal in some old ships and trains to provide the engines with energy when we burn them. Petrol, we use it in our cars. It provides the car with energy when we burn it. Natural gas, we use it at our homes. Okay, it provides us with energy when we burn them. So again, we burn fossil fuel, and that's how it creates acid rain. How does that happen? Let's see. When I burn the fossil fuel, a collection of harmful gases will be emitted. Okay, one of these gases is CO2. The other gas is called sulfur dioxide. And the third gas is nitrous oxide. Those gases, when they are emitted from the factory or from the car, they go into the environment, they get mixed with water vapor and the oxygen in the atmosphere, and they create something we call an acid. This acid eventually will get mixed with the raindrops during precipitation, and it will fall down, causing an impact. So that's what happened. The gases will be emitted when we burn the fossil fuel, whether in cars or in factories. Those gases will turn into an acid. These acids will fall down into earth through the raindrops. This is the impact of the acid rain. The acid rain affects majorly the water resources. So that is the major effect. It can also affect metal. It can affect forests or plants. It also affected the soil. Now, the last part of the lesson is about agriculture inspector. We want to know who is an agricultural inspector. An agricultural inspector. From B, we have to break down the name agriculture. Agriculture means farms, okay? And inspector is an official employee who ensures that official regulations are obeyed. That means laws are obeyed, especially in public services like the farm. Okay, so he's a person who makes sure that every law is being obeyed in this farm, that this farm is following the rules. Now, the agriculture inspector main job is to check the animals or the livestock in the farm. The second thing that they do, that they check also the crops. They have to collect samples for these crops. So that's what they do. They collect samples. They check the cleaning of their equipments. They can issue fines. They examine the health of the livestock and whatever is there in the farm. They have to know the laws of the nation they live in so they can apply it to that farm. Okay. You usually see them carrying those papers. So they write reports on what they observed during their visit. To become an agriculture inspector, you have to have at least 2-year college degree. It should be in a science or related field such as biology or animal science. They take courses in biology with heavy focus on plants and animals. So this is the lesson. The rest of the lesson, the human impact on water resources. I hope you understood it.